ones that I'm like iffy about. This is the conspiracy scale, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to see how conspiratorial I am. One, the government is involved in the murder of innocent citizens and or well-known public figures and keeps this a secret. All secret group of people is responsible for making all major decisions, such as going to war. Okay, yeah, strong disagree. Nope, we don't have a. Again, our yeah, exactly, Robin. Our current administration is too incompetent for this. Yeah, it's the keeps this a secret thing. So I think that because of cell phones and everything, it's honestly so much less than what it was. In a world that didn't have cameras everywhere, maybe we were doing. I don't think that I am. I don't think I'm careless. I could be. I think I can be honest. So that means that like I care less about how I come off, but I don't think it's careless. Um, all right, so I found out that there is a test to test your basically seeing how conspiratorial you are. So the idea was to I'll read the introduction. The Generic Conspiracist Belief Scale was created for use in researching conspiracy theories. Research had typically measured beliefs in conspiracies by asking questions about specific conspiracy theories. The GCBS attempts to correct problems with this approach by asking broad questions about assumptions that are presumed to be underlying such beliefs. The GCBS measures an overall score and 5 facet scores. Okay, I'm very scared here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very scared. I hope I see myself as like honestly anti-conspiratorial. I try to like if I am conspiratorial, I try to at least say and know when I am conspiratorial, you know what I mean? So I don't lean on those beliefs as much. So that's what I try to be is. So we'll have to see if that actually holds true. Okay? Okay? So let's see how this goes. But you know, guys, I just hope that I'm not a secret conspiracy brain. You know what I mean? Please. I hope I'm not a conspiracy brain. You know what I mean? Give me a break. Here we go. All right, here we go. I'm very scared of this test. Okay, it says 15 questions. Disagree or agree? All right. Make this as big as possible. Boom. Okay. The government is involved in the murder of innocent citizens and or well-known public figures and keeps this a secret. Dang. It's a good question. Have we ever or will we ever yeah, dude, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that maybe in like 70 years ago or something like that, but nowadays, like I don't think that there's anything the citizens and or well-known public figures. I think that's the big thing. I would say neutral to disagree with. I would say no on agree. I would say it's happened in the past, and we can't have it be not. It keeps this a secret one. Like when Trump did it for the Iranian leaders, like we knew about it. You know what I mean? We just picked up the Venezuelan president. Correct, Ducre, but we also know about that. It's the keeps this a secret thing. So I think that because of cell phones and everything, it's honestly so much less than what it was. In a world that didn't have cameras everywhere, maybe we were doing it, but I don't think we're doing it anymore. So I would say disagree or disagree slightly. I'm gonna say it's happened in the past, so like we can't not involve it, but I think keeps this a secret is the big thing here, and well-known figures. So I would say disagree, neutral, slightly disagree. Okay, the power held by. Let's just make sure we have. There. Okay, perfect. The power held by heads of state is second to that of a small, unknown group of people who really control world of politics. This is that secret global cabal that runs everything, and this is the scariest thing to me because this small, unknown group that really controls politics, that circumvents now in people's belief, like Jews or these Muppet masters, that have like this thing, this control, and I can't get it out of people's heads. Like, this is not happening. A small group of people do not control world politics like that. It's so frustrating to me. So that's a strong disagree. I would go even stronger. If they had a strong disagree, I would go strong disagree here. Secret organizations communicate with extraterrestrials, but keep this fact from the public. Strong disagree. Yeah, we do not. We do not, guys. We don't. We communicate with extraterrestrials. No. The spread of certain viruses and or disease is the result of deliberate concealed efforts of some organizations. No. And we literally can do population genetics in order to know that this isn't happening. Hey, Robin, how's it going? Sanish, it's easy to manipulate people. Yeah, exactly, Sanish. That's why that's like the other thing where, like, why does there need to be a secret organization that runs the whole world when it's like marketing exists, right? Like, we are capable of just having people be swayed by public opinion. You don't need to have a global secret cabal in order to do this. Groups of scientists manipulate, fabricate, or suppress evidence in order to deceive the public. In order to deceive the public. I would say strong no here. I think that there are people that have selfishly, right, that have fabricated data in order for their own gain, through science, because they had false data and they didn't want it to be. They basically wanted data that's stronger than what they had. But I don't think that's in order to deceive the public. I think that's the big difference. Yeah, exactly, Robin. Yeah, evil scientists hiding in the Nephilim bones. Exactly. So I'd say strong no on that one. The government permits or perpetrates act of terrorism on its own soil, disguising its involvement. So like false flag attacks, basically. I mean, we have had this happen, like the Gulf of Tonkin incidents, for example, where it's like there's been evidence of this happening, but I don't think that it's a routine thing. They're kind of like they're kind of showing a. Does it happen? Yeah. Does it happen in the past? Sure. But does it happen constantly? No. That's my big problem. Permits or perpetrates. Like, I don't think like 9/11 and stuff, like this is one that would have like gotten me. I would have thought, like, in reality 9/11 was just George W. Bush being incompetent. That's just the reality of it. It has nothing to do with like permitting that to happen on our ground, right? I would say slightly disagree because it has happened. There are evidence of it, but I don't think that it's happening constantly. So I think that's yeah. A small secret group of people is responsible for making all major decisions, such as going to war. Okay, yeah, strong disagree. Nope, we don't have a. Again, our yeah, exactly, Robin. Our current administration is too incompetent for this. Yeah, exactly. Like, I just don't see it happening, guys. It's just, I don't know. It's the world is more boring than I think that people wish for it to be. Evidence of alien contact is being concealed from the public. No. Disagree. Strong disagree. No, it's not. Technology with mind control capabilities is used on people without their knowledge. Oh, man. Like, is this algorithms? Is this technology with mind control capabilities is being used on people without their knowledge. Like, is marketing included here, right? Because technically you are doing things that you wouldn't want to do based off of things that you've seen. So technically that this could be somewhere like, marketing and subtle advertising and algorithms that sway people in order to do things without their knowledge. And I do feel like people are having their free will being removed from these devices. I really do. I feel like the technology is removing free reasoning from people through these things. So man, but mind control, I think mind control is like a different thing. Like they're thinking of being pushed in order to do something that is not your first choice. I don't know if that is technically mind control. I think that they're talking about something specifically different than this. So I think I'm going to say disagree here. New and advanced technology which would harm current industry is being suppressed. I mean, technically that's happening with AI right now. New and advanced technology that which would harm current industry is being suppressed. Like technically it is happening now. Like artificial intelligence and fable and mythos are being held from the public. But I think that it's not for it's not because of the harm the current industry has. I think it's because that the Trump administration has wants to have carte blanche, like full access to it before other people do. So, the mind control question means MK Ultra or Manchurian Candidate. Yeah, exactly, Dave. That's why I'm like, that's not mind control is really like a puppet thing, which I don't agree. I think it's being suppressed, which would harm current industry. This is technically happening, but it's happening for capitalism and not because of an authoritarian rule. I would say neutral on this one. I'd say it's happening, but it's not happening for malicious reasons, and I don't think that it's a conspiracy is why it's happening. So I don't think that that's why I would say that. Green energy, Robin, that's actually a really interesting point on that one. New technology, I mean, algae biofuels isn't being suppressed. It's as much as it's just not being funded. So I would say that it's different a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to say neutral on this one. The government uses people as patsies to hide its involvement in criminal activity. No, I don't think that's happening. To hide its involvement in criminal activity. I don't think that it needs to. I don't think that it needs or wants to, right? The governments are so strong and powerful now. Like, what do they need to hide? Certain significant events have been the result of the activity of a small group who secretly manipulate world events. Again, no, that's definitely not happening. Some UFO sightings and rumors are planned or staged in order to distract the public from real alien contact. Yeah, that's definitely not happening. I don't think that's true. Hey, Aaron. Hey, what's up? Experiments involving new drugs or technologies are routinely carried out on the public without their knowledge or consent. No. I mean, this happens some with like crowd suppression stuff. Like you could have those new low, they're basically like low frequency crowd disbursement things, and they're being used on the public, but we definitely know that they're happening. So it is happening with their knowledge, and it is happening without consent. But yeah, I don't think that it's happening without it. Happy 4th to you too. Hi, Michelle. A lot of important information is deliberately concealed from the public out of self-interest. No. Like, again, people are so excited to share things and to make money off of things that I don't think that there is information being deliberately concealed from the public. Yeah, it's just not it. So the only ones that I'm like iffy about. This is the conspiracy scale, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to see how conspiratorial I am. One, the government is involved in the murder of innocent citizens and or well-known public figures and keeps this a secret. I think it's happened in the past, but it keeps this a secret, and well-known public figures that are the big points here of contention. And I think that when we do it, it's a big thing. We don't want to make it secret. We want to change the course of history when we have that happen to a well-known public figure. So I think that we're kind of strong-arming this from happening. So I don't think that we're trying to keep it a secret at all. And the government permits or perpetrates acts of terrorism on its own soil, disguising its involvement. It has happened in the past with the Gulf of Tonkin incident. Can't believe that it's happening all the time. I think that it permits or perpetrates. So I don't think that that's happening at a wide scale thing. I think it has happened, but I don't think that it is happening. So that's why I went neutral. Slightly disagree. And then new and advanced technology which would harm current industry is being suppressed. Technically, that's happening, but it's not happening. It's happening. We'll have to see how more often this happens, and how often it keeps happening with AI, right? But I do think that it's interesting that fable and mythos are being pulled, but I think that it's for different reasons. I don't think it's because to harm current industry. I think it's like, but maybe if you're thinking of like the government as a industry, maybe that could cause that argument, but I don't take that argument. So that's why neutral. All right, let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how bad I am. Oh, you've completed the test. Did you try your best, and can we store your data for research? Yes. Before you view your results, would you be willing to answer a few more questions for our research? Yes, 4 to 8 minutes. Okay, sure. I see myself as extroverted, enthusiastic. Agree. Critical, quarrelsome. Yeah, I agree strongly. Dependable, self-disciplined. I can be a little bit if I want to. Anxious, easily upset. I'm not an anxious person, but I can be frustrated sometimes. Agree a little. No, disagree a little. Open to new experiences, complex. Yeah, agree strongly. I love new things. Reserved, quiet. Moderately disagree. Sympathetic, warm. I hope so. I hope I am. Disorganized, careless. I'd say neither agree nor disagree. I could come off that way, but I don't think that I am. I don't think I'm careless. I think I can be honest. So that means that like I care less about how I come off, but I don't think it's careless. Calm, emotionally stable. I agree a little bit. I hope so. Conventional, uncreative. I would disagree moderately. In the grid below, check all the words whose definitions you are sure you know. All whose definitions you are sure you know. What? Flirted. Audible, abysmal, flirted. I don't know what flirted is. Incoherent, equivocal. Unequivocal. I know what unequivocal. I think equivocal, if I know unequivocally, I know equivocally. Decide, lucid, pallid. Paucity, I don't know what that is. Pastiche, I don't know what that is. Betray, robot, epistemology, verdid. God, I slightly understand what verdid means. What are some of these words? What's this? This is wild. What are these things? What's flirted? Flirted is most commonly used to distinctly two different contexts. What? In science and botany, it describes an object that is flirted, meaning decorated with small flowers. Oh, I'm flirted. I'm flirted with my boutonniere. There you go. Okay, I'm flirted. I'm flirted right now. Pastiche. Pastiche is a creative work such as literature, art, music, or architecture that deliberately mimics the style, themes, or techniques of other artists. Oh, pastiche. Unlike parody, which mocks or satirizes an original, pastiche is created as a sincere homage. Ah, that's interesting. To celebrate the source material. So a pastiche is like you're like really proud of it. Oh, I never heard of this. Never heard about this. Very cool. Okay. Paucity. Paucity? Paucity is a noun that means the presence of something in only smaller, insufficient amounts, a scarcity. It is a formal word used to highlight that there is simply not enough of a certain resource, quality, or quantity. Paucity. Okay. Interesting. God, verted. Does that means correct? Oh, verdict. A dialectical variant of verdict. Oh, interesting. Okay. Didn't know that one. Interesting. Did you try your best? I know, right? Yes. Male. 39. How much education have you? At least a graduate degree. If you attended a university, what was your major? Biology. Microbiology. What type of area did you live when you were a child? Suburbia. What hand do you use to write with? My right hand. What is your religion? Atheist. What is your sexual orientation? Fun. What is your race? White. Have you voted? Yes. What is your currently married? Including you, how many children did your mother have? 2. Oops. Have you given accurate answers and may they be used for research? Yes. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh, no. Well, there you go. These are the results of the Generic Conspiracist Belief Scale. The GCBS measures conspiracist beliefs broken down into 5 components. They are graphed below. Government malfeasance, 1.67 out of 5. And control of information, 1.67. Everything else is base score. Okay. Your overall score of a conspiracist belief was 1.27. The average score of college students is 2.22. So it was like half the average score of college students. Okay, I'll take that. I would think I'm less prone to conspiracy. There I am. I am less prone to conspiracy than other people. Yes, finally.